trailer, the Multnomah County ARES trailer. It's set up on that back wall. When you look at it, there's one HF station, and then there's 3 UHF VHF stations. Right now we have Jason's on the far left down there in the shirt. He's running the HF station as part of the field day contest. And right now we don't have anybody on UHF stations. The trailer is also equipped with full infrared and security cameras. You can see the live video of yourself on the monitor there.
Oh yeah.
You move around. So we've got all those stations set up. We've got 2 of our VHF antennas up. We have dual inverters, power supply. So we're running off of propane power generators. We have 2 of them, so if you want to run the air conditioning, we've got plenty of power. And this was all basically grant money and then built by the ARES group.
So what's the history of this? When did it come to fruition?
This, I think, was about 4 years ago. I'm not certain as to when they actually did it, but they got the trailer as part of a grant and then built everything inside as part of the grant monies. They've also got donations from various vendors and manufacturers in terms of power supplies, a lot of equipment, stuff like that. And then we keep the equipment updated on an annual basis through grant money and those things. Again, if you come through here, on all of equipped with multiple telescopic antenna masts, so we can raise them up quite a ways. We can do HF, we can do VHF, UHF, and again, everything, it can go pretty much anywhere that we need it to go to. We can deploy it as a major system. We also have portable repeaters, and then primarily we would use it for packet radio, so we can do email or digital messages over the radio back to the county. So that's our primary role, is doing either damage reports or whatever communications need to happen back to the county.
Would it have a primary location in case of a big subduction zone earthquake?
Wherever we need to go, wherever they want it to be. So here, there goes Carrie. So again, here you can see a lot of the equipment in there. So the power supplies, all the patching, different radios. And then the interaction.
November 7th, Mike Shirley uniform.
We have actually Carrie is one of the team leaders.
No video for Carrie. Carrie's an anti-video team leader.
So again, they would handle the different teams wherever the event is and wherever the problem is. We deploy the trailer, set it up just like you see. We've taken it all over a lot of different places. So that's our trailer.
Wow.
How it works.
So how long can you run off batteries and propane and all that?
It's got solar, it's got propane, it's got dual tanks. So ultimately, we basically can keep going as long as we keep getting propane or solar. The full battery banks, full solar charging system in it.
So how much juice does this whole thing consume typically?
It would really kind of depend on which radios you're running, how much you're doing, how long you're out there. So again, on the low power stuff, not very much. If we're just running the packet, UHF, VHF, at the lower power, it works for quite a while. We start running the HF radios, it starts sucking down a lot more power, a lot quicker.
So is there a preferred digital mode for packet radio that to relay messages and stuff like that?
It's just packet, and it's what the protocol they call the AX25 protocol. It's an old protocol, but again, it's very common. Everybody's got it. It's easy to do. That's primarily how we send the emails back and forth. It's via just standard packet AX25 protocol, sending emails back to a central point. Ultimately, the goal is, of course, in the loss of infrastructure or communications, you can use a radio to get to a node or someplace else that's hooked to the internet, and then the messages all get forwarded on via the internet from whatever that node or that point of entry might be, what they call a gateway.
So how often does this get utilized? Mostly for training exercises, I suppose?
Correct. It primarily, at least once a month, we do an exercise with them. We take it out. We take it out to a lot of outreach, just like today. It's not really an exercise, but we do like the MS Walk in downtown Portland. We've done various other events. We were asked to do a big car show down in Clackamas Town Center here last month. We went out on that. Last year we did deploy members out to Grant County as an actual support for the eclipse when they lost the infrastructure out there. We sent members out to support the big fire in the gorge last year. So we were actually deployed to that. So
again, a situation like the fire, like what you would be relaying messages for the most part,
Anything they need.
Uh-huh.
So anything they need. You know, we're basically, again, a voluntary group. So once the county calls up and said, we need operators, we need people, we respond. And they'll dispatch us as they need to be whatever they were doing. So a lot of what went on in like the fire was actually manning stations for reentry control. So we would be there, we'd be logging who's coming in, who's going out, what was authorized, things of that nature. You could use us, again, to deploy as a communications function or whatever, but we're just at the beck and call of the county. The county can escalate through the EC, our coordinator, Nathan, and if they decide there's a need, then they'll go ahead and send us out.
So, John, if a person wanted to know more about the van and ARES, where should they go?
Website. We've got our own website, www.multnomah.ares.org, and it's at point of contacts, calendars, meeting information, training information, everything on that website. It tells you all about the ARES group. ARES, again, being a national amateur radio emergency services, something that's been around for a long time. It exists all over the U.S. So we're just the county part here for Multnomah County.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for talking with me, John. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.